Okay. Making sure everything is good. So, real quick, while we have no one here and people that are just joining in for the start, this is a cool little thing for the patrons. We have these most wanted, and I let them choose what they wanted for what their crimes were, and their bounty, and their name, and everything. So yeah, that's the Patreon stuff. Put it on there now, so it's nice. Oh, I need to put that actually. Let me throw that in the chat. Cool. All right. So if you want, there's that. We got this really cool playmat that we did that was a gender bent Riptide, and then we have a bunch of other cool benefits on there. I'm just waiting for people to start getting in for now, but since probably gonna start spiking here soon, we'll go ahead and get to it. Let me see how I can do this. Ah, cool. I just learned how to do that. All right, so this list is a list based entirely off of updating Damien's list from Pro Tour. And I worked with him a little bit on that, and he said that the Heatseeker felt really good, and ironically enough, the Blood Rot Trap won him against Syndra. So I want to trust the judgment on that stuff and keep those in and keep testing with them. The only thing I changed really is taking out Murkmire, because this is testing post Zen Enigma. Even if Zen doesn't like LL, this part doesn't matter as much because we're still going to like do it this way. But post Enigma, which is very very likely to happen week 1, so this is week 2 PQ. I just added a second Searing Shot and a Remembrance so that you have a little bit of leverage into Guardian. I don't know if that's enough, and that's kind of what we're testing. The second Searing Shot is just an efficient arrow, and it could easily just be like turned into another 1-cost, though I don't know if I would prefer that or not. Or the third Endless Arrow if you really want to just like leverage that. But so far, it looks like everything worked out well. So the only thing that's going to change in the meta is the Enigma. So that might be a little too loud, actually. There we go. Okay, we'll just make a lobby then. I can try to explain some of the stuff as best as I can, because, like I said, I worked with him a little bit on it. The way he explained Blood Rot is that it lets you just never... It lets you catch back up against things like Assassin and Warrior, which by becoming aggro focused and having an overall less traps and less D-reacts and more 2 blocks, means that you are a little bit more susceptible randomly to it. So it lets you just kind of like pick up the pace randomly. And then you have Syndra that you can just randomly spike them through the way he described it is, well, they sent a 0 for 3, no blocks. I'm only blocking so much because I'm aggro. Oh, okay, you flick knives on here. Here's 3 damage. So that's the way they described it. So the one of lineup is for one. Granted, he didn't have Remembrance in this list beforehand, but now with Remembrance, it is a target for late game, so that you can utilize it with Stone Rain to get a buff as well as a Dominate effect on it, because you only really have one other source of aim counter to do the Dominate for endgame. It's really for certain matchups. It's a block 3. It's a yellow. It's fine. It does its job. A lot of the arrows still get extra like buffs according to the effect, specifically like Falcon Wing, Drill Shot, Infecting. And even though a lot don't get it specifically, it's still just a +3. that blocks 3. So there's no reason to cut it as of now. It also does kind of work pretty well with like codex if you have a blue, so you can send like, or even a yellow, so that you can pitch, do that, and then actually send a buff if worst case, or set up like a big play with flipping it face up with New Horizons and still giving a buff, something like that. You can do tons of different plays with it. Was that? Yeah, the Blood Rod Drum. And he used to have 3 Stone Rains, but he liked the 1 Heat Seeker because it just randomly can spike you. Plus, you can grab it off of the Codex to do just like that weird double Arsenal play that we used to do like a lot early on. But you know, it can really help a lot to push you forward in some matchups. And then the one that everyone's going to ask about is why Blade Beckoner. And the long story short of it is that it lets you keep more cards in hand against stuff like Aurora, where you can just go block a breakpoint. Now it has 1 block for a full block on the weapon if you have a frailty, which you know you have pretty ample amount of sources of it. Or block with it and sharpshooters to full block it without giving up your New Horizons. And it's just a way for you to keep cards in hand when you really need to block, as opposed to Perch Grapplers only blocks a breakpoint or only blocks a weapon. Just lets you keep tempo. Against some other matchups like Syndra, you can block a breakpoint, block a weapon to just kind of like help manage a little bit of stuff, and it works pretty well into new because you can block a Beckoner as well. Okay, so yeah, let's go first. And like here, it's just a block too. So uh, personally, I've always preferred to semi-fat deck against him specifically. Though you can not run Rain Razors and Remembrance to just kind of have kind of a slimmer list. And yeah. Unfortunately, turns like this happen, but that's fine. So we will just... Pardon? What is going on here? I may not have seen like the list on the... Interesting. Okay. I don't think they can win this. I'll be honest, without the boots. We'll put that in Arsenal. Uh-huh. I am not the most versed when it comes to Warrior, so is he cooking here? Did I miss a memo? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get this, and I get this. I don't understand this. Wow, these hands are poopy. Let's see. Yeah, I guess. How about it? Show me what you got. Damn. Oh, and the scar tissue. Good, 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 good. Oh. Well, not gonna lie, I didn't expect that. Well, we will dump this and put it on his chest piece. I don't know if I would have done that though, bud. So yeah, I guess I'll take 2. Interesting. Well, this hand does exactly one thing, and it's not great. um, yeah, it sent 7, but you know you get some. There was an alternative line that I could take that's just like grab E strike and then go 7, but it's the same value this way. But instead, I keep this in deck, so like may as well. Haha, psychological damage. Also, anti-D-React. So if he has a D-React, he can't use it. Okay, so he got For the Realm, which is, you know, okay. Mainly I wanted to get the Frailty. Otherwise we weren't able to really convert the hand. Hmm. Uh... Probably just gonna trench this and then do this. So... What does he have? We'll just go and do this. If he has more than that, then we're safe. If he doesn't, then we just arse on this. Sure. He's probably gonna send Arsenal, which is fine. Oh, really? Interesting. Uh, hmm. He's going to get a fealty no matter what, because he's probably just going to attack with this. So I'm just going to like say, "You got it, man." Okay. And then, oh, he can't do that. Interesting. So I'll take 4. He'll take 3. It's the same damage as if I just sent the Remorseless, but like I think he's more likely to not play non-attacks. So I'm likely to, or actions, I guess. So I'm more likely to get the extra damage off of this than the actual other one. Wow, this is a long ad. There are those ads that do not let you skip. That's cool. Just gonna start muting those from now on. Perfect. Hmm. I want to give him 1 here. Let's see what he does. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So it goes to... He's doing Mark. Interesting. I don't know if that was the correct choice. We're gonna give him a harder choice and potentially hold this for next turn. So we're gonna give him Blood Trap. He's got another one. Oh no. Listen, buddy. I wanted to save this for late game, but I think it's gonna work well here. I'm playing Riptide. You don't really have the choice to not have damage pings from traps. Ooh. So I hit one of these, so he took 3 total. Yeesh. That card's been in Arsenal for a while. I think I'm still going to draw a card. I feel like he's going to just take this regardless. So that's actually good. Get closer to your traps. New Horizons game, yeah. It's the best choice. Ah, damn. We gave him the opportunity to get around Dreadbore. Well, it's a good thing we chose draw a card, because we only would have dealt one here, I guess. So, it's worth more. Plus we get closer to traps. Sweet. We wouldn't have not... Oh, we might... Yeah, we might be taking... Oh, he's just sending this? Perfect. Oh, he couldn't block. Gotcha. Yeah? 6 is good? You got it, man. So anyways, about you blocking. He doesn't have any thing, so I can break the chain. Oh, I just realized actually that might have been bad. I didn't think about it, but if he has a not this D-React, I don't care about that. Go ahead, use it. That all you got, and if I hit specifically a blue, which is a low probability, but then he would draw a card. But I think hiding information might outweigh that actually. Yeah. Yeah. Saving information is probably the best choice there. Okay, yeah, this is very tough in general because now he has to have a blue in hand or keep 2 reds, which means he's going to take a bit more damage than he probably would like. So lesson 1 is probably trimmed down on your D-Rex. Pardon? Oh, he wanted to create a fealty. Interesting. Do I care? Mm. This is definitely not a D-reaction. This is probably a reaction or an attack. If this has like a buff, like an instant, and this hits, then he can give it a go again. So ironically, I think the play here might be just give this just in case he does like a cheeky try to buff, give it go again thing. Oh, okay, he's gonna discard tissue. Okay, got it. I honestly do not care for the most part, but if you did like another pledge fealty or something and gave it +1 and then hit with this, then gave it go again and like did some shenanigans with a attack, like a 0 cost attack or something, then could have been prevented easier by just using this. But I'm fine with taking this, whatever. I also do not think he can do anything here. But I am gonna block for the sole reason of baiting. Yes, he's low, but also I can force him to want to block this even more because of this. Seven relevant on hits. He might think, oh no, if I let this hit, then he'll send another arrow. People overvalue bolt shot way too much. Is that a shelter in Arsenal? Oh, please don't try to play one from hand. Oh my god, please don't do that. Please don't do this to me. Hmm. Hmm. Not how the card works, but you were at blocker goes. Do a little bit of psychological damage. So you're in dangerous territory being at 2. No! The one of line it up! How could we? He has a reaction. Yeah, fair enough. I'd rather him use it here than later. Unless he has multiple, which... Oh well. Can't do it all. Huh. So... I did have to. Guess he could have gotten one more damage in, but sure. We'll keep this then. Just in case something happens. But this is 7 dominate. He can only block 4? Does he have like a sigil? Oh, okay. A sigil. Got it. What is this version? Oh no. So he's running 3 sinks, 2 shelters. Interesting. Bro's coping real hard. Holy. It's like okay into aggro, but it's like gonna get you killed probably. Especially because you're already running a low block count in general. I definitely wouldn't bring in smoke out. If you're gonna run anything, it's gonna be shelter, sink, and then like loyalty. Just because at least loyalty can like catch you back up sometimes. Shelter you can always prevent pings, and then sync lets you like fix your hand. So and they're force. So, but smoke out doesn't really do anything outside of marking, and I don't think that's enough to justify potentially dying because you can't block. But yeah, no, Fang's kind of easy as a whole. I don't quite know what that build was doing, to be honest. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that is not. Yeah. Kind of want to do a dash IO, but damn, the roar's gone. I guess we'll wait a minute. Let me show you guys something. So, for those that do not remember, wait, nope, it's not that one. That one. This mat was, what the hell? Everything just kind of like minimized. You know what? Sure, we'll do it. Whatever. Yeah, you go first. Run that. No reason to run that. We run these. Run blue. Run these. Are there any other traps? No, we run the blues. We need 2 cards, so Remembrance functionally does something, and then Release Attention's a buff. So that's the best we're gonna get. All right, this matchup is just balls to the wall. Is all it is, honestly. And hope that they can't full block it. Well, okay, this card isn't a problem anywhere. Good to know. Uh-huh. And that's one wildfire down. That's cool. Alright. I don't like putting this in Arsenal, but at the end of the day, it's basically one resource, so, yeah. Oh, perfect. So... Okay. Kano. Okay, so he probably has an eye on top. Or blazing, and you just didn't want to, like, get rid of it or something. Okay, so we do that first. Okay. So we can afford to do that because we have this blue in hand, and, like, that's just enough. So this pressure means that he has to probably full block. And if he can't full block, then he loses Arsenal. And we get an Arsenal. And then we keep this in hand. That's the hope. Since we have only one AB, it really doesn't matter. Oh, interesting. Taking 2. So 3. We get a Ponder. You get Inertia. And then take the 1. Okay, cool. This is doing good. This is doing good. We are getting a lot of cards. Okay. Yep, I figured it was an eye. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so if they put both... Ooh. Okay, so they put both on top. That could be good or bad. Okay, so they got another potion. That's kind of not good. But they don't have a card in Arsenal, and their eyes on the bottom. Might be good. I think I'm just gonna test them and send this. Oh, they're just gonna take 5? Gotcha. So arsenal pressure plus we still get an arsenal back. Oh, did he keep 2 E-pots on top? That's kind of greedy. Oh god, what's on top again? This poor guy. He hit the will on top? Okay. So, he's not going to Kano next turn. God, he's hitting all his spots. And this is going on the bottom, so he still doesn't have arsenal. So the question is, do we send the... No, I think we just... Oh, actually, I know what to do. Just because we're getting to the late game, I would like to push him to full block and do nothing next turn. Or, you know, suffer a bit. We're likely to hit our blues here soon because we've... not quite yet. Clarity potion. Interesting choice. Okay, so do that. Okay. Think we ravel. Do nothing. And then see what's on top. Okay. So they're blocking. So... I'm going to choose buff power, and we're going to give a go-go with snaps. So that we can grab a infecting shot. Okay, so they're going to take 1. They don't lose arsenal or anything. Wish we could do something about that. But we need to get that remorseless off in our arsenal, and this is going to equal 7 damage, I guess. This is likely a combo piece. Okay. Okay, he's trying to go off now. Hello, people. Oh no, he's got yellows in hand. What is on top of his deck? Okay, gaze. Did he put one card on top and bottom? So this is a card he put on top. So he's... I guess popping a clarity isn't going to make or break you. Granted, this is a little risky. Oh no, he's cooked. There's no way. I wish we could have kept the card face up for the enchanted quiver. Okay. I do not think this guy can win. At least on this turn. I think he's digging. Put 2 cards on top. Alright. So Sonic Boom Lesson. So I'm just gonna try to save the Falcon if I can. Okay. Okay. Intuitive gameplay. I don't know, guys, if you know what's going on, but it's fantastic, man. Okay. Either Wildfire and Arsenal, yeah, yeah. Hmm. I mean, I just kill him this turn, so like, I just reduce the damage that he can deal with blazing as much as possible at this point, because he clearly doesn't have Aether Wildfire, so this is probably a Kindle. Yep. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's not really going to do much at this point. You dealt 3. I mean, this is coming in for 4. So 3, 7. So 31. And then this comes in for 11. So I'm at 20. Yeah. I mean, you still pitch. Because like worst case scenario, I have lethal with a Falcon Wing. If some random thing happens, I can do this, but now I know every single thing that can possibly happen. So like, you just, yeah, there's no reason not to. All right, and with the GG, killed with a Falcon Wing. I'm sorry. Okay, so what did he hit that one time? Was it the will? Oh yeah, because these are cards he put on with the Deja Vu. So he did hit a will. So it wasn't a Kindle because they have Kindles here. What are the cards that got sent to the bottom? I forget. I think it was this open. And then I think it was... I think it was 2 yellow opens, unironically. Maybe the Sonic Boom was one. I can't remember. It's an interesting game. I really don't want to play this. These are all weird. I don't want to pick on this guy and just ruin his life. So, let's. You know what? Actually, Ira, perfect, perfect, perfect matchup to play. So, actually, this might be one of the ones you go second more often. Yeah, I'll go second. I'll be honest, I don't know on this, but I'm gonna try with snaps. This is how I like to. Granted, I haven't exactly tested a whole bunch lately. So this is where I'm gonna start with. I bring this in because it's a blue and can sometimes matter, but also it usually does more damage than the other one. All right, the only way I get this is risky sometimes during turn 0 because sometimes they'll just throw Kodachi and then pass, which every single time sucks. But if they go Kodachi, whatever else, you can get away with some shenanigans. So cool. So I am going to tar pit, even the field, full block, so preventing mask and preventing mask worst case scenario. If they like buff this, I still prevent mask. I'm going to reload this, and then because I tar pitted, even if they some way somehow, or if they have like a dual threat and they go dual threat CNC, I am protected and I get a 5-card hand. So no matter what they send at me, I am fine. And if they pass turn, I'm also fine because I can just E-strike into something else. So this is kind of like a way to set up the turn 0 if that happens. Plus, we just exchange life, so it's not a big not a big deal. Grab a drink. The heck is this? Sure. I think that E-strike is better to have in hand than Stone Rain, so it's more flexible. Sorry. Thirsty as hell. Yep. What a hand. How much you want to bet this is? How much you want to bet this is a damn? What's it called? Flick Flack. How do you navigate this hand? So there are two ways to do this hand. Is either just go, hey, E-strike, go again, into Bolt and Shot, go again, and then you just arsenal the tar pit. And then there's like draw a card or like send full damage. Honestly, I'm kind of in the come on. I'm kind of in the boat of uh just E strike and then keep this. Because even then, like sending this for 7 like that without the ability to play D-React on it is like sus as hell. Yeah, this looks like I'm wanting to relive. So I'm willing to bet I get 2 cards and then. Bro, what is your hand? You're just taking 12? How much willing to bet that they were like, oh yeah, I got a shelter in hand or like a D-React in hand, D-React in arsenal. I'm going to double block this. And now they're trying to click it and not understanding why they can't click it. No? Psychological damage. Alright, cool. We have a 10 life lead, even despite starting 2 life low. Alright, so odds are we're going to try to block with only these and then send this into this. And they have no temper or like battle worn that matters, so we can break the chain however much we want. Up sticks, interesting. What do they have? Okay, so they're definitely sending another attack. There's no way, like unless their hand is absolute hot garbage. And if that's the case, that's hilarious. Like 3D reacts in hand. But if that was the case, then they would probably just like pitch one to Kadachi and then pitch the blue to the second Kadachi or something like that. Dude, always punished with this. Okay, so I think that we're hitting the end game really fast now. So I am just going to go ahead and block a New Horizon. We still have Snapdragons, but like they've established this game is not going to like fatigue or long game because they're now at 27. So, well, 26. So at this point, I'm not trying to play for banking arrows anymore. I'm just going to full send it, which is why I'm only going to block with this. I mean, that's adorable, sure. That doesn't. Okay, I was like, that doesn't retroactively gain +1 because if that was the case, holy crap, this card's gas. He kept the chain link alive, not realizing that that's not how tar pit works. Um, huh. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. But I guess we'll take 1 and deny that on hit still. And we don't have an arsenal, so like we're not concerned about a CNC. And you've already used your hero ability, and you only have 1 Kadachi now. Because I guess you didn't read the card. Okay. If you have 2 concealed blades, you got it. You got it, man. No complaints here. That's fine. If you got 2, then go for it. But you probably would have played it. Well, I guess you wouldn't have played it since it negates on hit. But we're stopping the mask trigger with that. And then You don't have enough to CNC. I'm guessing this is a D-React. That's what I'm gonna guess. And yeah, I'll just take the one. That's whatever. Cool. Sure. Hey, I'll take cards from hand. At this point, it's just... At this point, I just need to get those out of deck, but also get value out of them by hopefully getting hits. Now this... Also, they don't get to use it for next turn cycle. So this... This might be the one that they get Pouncing Paws and 2 cards for. Depends on if this is a D-React or not. I think it is. If I were to guess, it's probably a Sink Below. But it might also... No, if it was a Flick Lock, they would have played on the previous one, just for the sole fact that they still get value out of it. Oh, they're just taking it? Interesting. Okay, so they're just not going to have a D-React next round, which is fine. And if we have to sink this, that's also fine, because, you know, we have a major life lead. That's cool. So they've already established that they have a couple D-Reacts, or not D-Reacts, attack reactions. At least with concealed. How much I care about this, honestly. You got it. We have enough of a life lead that we can take damage like this. I'll take your 0 for 4. Interesting. So they give themselves a resource. Is this now CNC? Okay, I mean, we'll just take 2. Stop mass trigger. Oh, they're not gonna flick. Interesting. So they did a resource. Hmm.
Roach infestation can happen overnight. Combat roach killing baits stop.
So if we do that, so then we can send this. Do we keep sharpshooters? Actually, wait a minute. Oh, I got a better idea. Give me card. Dun, 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 dun. I kind of like this chilled music. Like it's not like aggressive. It's not. It's still kind of upbeat, but also at the same time, it's still like very just chill, relax, do stuff still. You gonna give me that mask, or you gonna give me 2 cards? I'll take 2 cards, man. Oof, if I had rain raises, woo, he would be screwed. Oh boy, we might not have to get rid of our sharpshooters actually. Let's see, 7 or 8 different? 8 is actually relevant. Okay, so I think it is worth doing that. We're unlikely to be able to use this next turn, so we'll cash in the value here. And the reason why I say 8 is different is because if they have 2 3 blocks here, then they can just full block this there, and then we have to use sharpshooters. But at 8, they have to give us mask to be able to do that same play, or 2 pieces of armor to be able to do that same play to stop me from reloading. If they have any 2 block or a 4 block, then they cannot do that without giving pretty much everything, which is a super bad idea. Oh, you're just not going to block it? Got some news for you, buddy. Rip a Roni. And then just send 4. You know, gets us closer to the end goal, but also takes away one of their pieces. We will probably give it to the mask because I don't want them to be able to pop this for free. Oh, you just give him. Really? I mean, sure. I'll still deal 2 damage and then take the mask block. So they have a 2-card hand. Ooh. Ah. Sure. We'll take 4. You did that way wrong. Oh no, you didn't. Actually, yeah, you did. There's no reason to do that. You just attack with Kodachi for 1. I mean, sure, I'll take 1. Not sure. I don't think it's gonna matter, but that was just strictly incorrect. Because you still get 1 value off of this, and then you get to keep that. Clearly was forgetting about the frailty. Yeah, because this gets +4. Hmm. Okay, so we're just gonna do this first. Oh, give me that CNC. Let's go. Um, Technically, we don't want to clutter our hands, so drill shot is the best choice here. Because if they don't give us armor, well, I think they have to give us armor. Because this is still 7. So will they get cut through? That's fair. Or at least they got to give it. Yeah, no, they're probably going to give us all armor anyways. What? I mean, I want to force you to block with your mask instead. Interesting. So we can block 7 here. You got it. -1. Let's see what else is left. We probably would have blocked with 1 card and then send 10 Wrestling a Shelter. Nah, yeah. Now, since he's at 2, actually, we would probably pitch it to add the 1 to get to 11, just so. And yeah, he would have to give us everything plus armor, or he literally dies. So, like, at 11, he would have to make sure that he has at least 11 block or 10 block. So a single D-react would pretty much kill him. So he has dual threat still. So he only has shelter? AO? Huh. A person who knows how to cyber correctly. Hold! Wait, what? People are running this card? I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. But, like, interesting. I like it. I mean, I like it. It's a really cool card. I loved it in Blitz. Oh crap, we got 20. What's what's going on? Go ahead, ask questions, ask away. The list is in the description. Basically just the Pro Tour list that I updated. I worked with them a bit on it. So I have an idea of how it works. And I just took out Merkmeyer, assuming that Enigma is going to LL, and the Zen doesn't really affect it too much, but I'm just putting it out there. And put in a Remembrance so that it helps curve off the Guardian matchup and like Florian and stuff like that. And then just added a second Searing Shot, which it's not that bad so far. I don't think I dislike having the second one. He thought the Heatseeker at 1 was good instead of the third Stone Rain, and I agree. And he said that Blood Rot Trap won in multiple games, so I believe it. Right, moving on. We're not. No. We're not gonna bully this man. That's just that's too much. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely post. I think we're good on the Betsy. It's just, yeah. I could try it for stream, sure. I'll be honest with you. I have so incredible, like, small amount of interest in playing that past like some random testing and messing around, just because like I'm sure it's fun, but putting Riptide's ability on a bow just kind of feels bad, especially in this meta where Dreadbore literally carries so much weight just existing. It was Florian. Yeah. So I was told that it's better to have Enchanted Quiver, just because it can save you some life near the end game, and you're probably not going to hard fatigue. I would say I kind of agree. You run this though. Because yeah, just because this is a blue. Whoa. Okay. So his plume.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly
He
to
is
keep things running,
not
everything
fat
goes
decking, which is fine. Okay, so we're gonna save this endless arrow for late game. I think that's better to save. And then we're gonna arsenal this trap. Whoa, what is this hand? Okay. Um. Okay, so they have Millennium Tree. That's good to know. They have Fate for Seeing. That's also good to know. Oh no! The CNC. Rip. Okay, so I guess we are changing our plan a little bit. So, that's so, it feels so bad. It was such a good hand, though. Okay. Alright, I do not want him to be able to, like, block a second time on those. $2 rabbles were right next to each other. I guess it's a good thing we're getting these rabbles out of the way now as opposed to later. Ironically enough, I think, based on my knowledge of that build, so bear that in mind. Ooh, I like that. I like him not getting value on that. Is that I think the new card, I forget what it's called, but it gives go again and then +1 if it's red. That's going to be in high seas. I think that might actually just be a strictly better replacement for Captain's Call, especially in that build. Oh, this is good, I think. Okay, so we still get an arsenal. We dealt 2, and we deny them the arsenal, though is a probability that they just pitch and do that. I don't know if it's good. Oh, interesting. If it's good for Riptide in general, but it's definitely good for that version of Riptide. Oh yeah, we knew it was on top of the. Okay. I'm staring down at a really bad codex. Yeah, I think I'm good on that one. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and get this. The Azalea Armory deck? I've never heard of that deck. What are you talking about, man? You mean the Riptide one? God, I didn't want to give that, but at the same time, like. So good. Well, I mean, this is the best first play. Hey, that's a pretty good card. Not gonna lie, I kind of, I kind of want a Codex, because then that means I get an Arsenal of the Falcon Wing. Uh-huh. Bro's in the tank. So I think he has the trot along on the E-Strike. So I think what he's thinking is it worth me keeping trot along E-Strike in the card, or do I block with it? So I think he might have another blue in. Hello. Oh, okay. No, he's just lagging. Okay. Knowing that he's just lagging, this hand is like not insane. So I'm just going to keep this boulder trap. I mean, yeah, we're going with information, but like at the same time, this is so because he either goes for CNC or he goes for Plow Under, which are equally both annoying, or he goes for Felling in the Crown. And for Felling or Plow Under, then he turns himself on faster, so he gets to do that as opposed to like taking this kind of line where he has to take damage. Oh please, no. Um. So ironically enough, I think we have to use a trap here, but we are going to clear the arsenal because we were going to use both of them anyways. And the reason being is because so we can load this. So funnily enough, this plays around. Well, I guess he wouldn't have the other. Oh, yes, we'd love to see it. Yeah, no, this second searing shot has been pretty nice, to be honest. Rip. If last turn I had my oh god, two fates. If last turn I had my what's it called um the boulder traps here, it would have been perfect. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of the one of them and then one to the bottom. So we're definitely just taking 7, I think. Because we just send this. That's 11. It's to probably give armor. Though, yeah, because we can save this for later and get this into grave. Yeah, that's fine. This puts us at life parity, but I'm about to send 11 his way, and he has no arsenal. It's unlikely he can full block this without giving his whole hand. I mean, if he can, then like rip me. Yeah, no, this. Oh, of course. But we like to see this. He's probably going to give grasp. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You just meant to give grasp. I wish I could have gotten this in for another one, but it's not worth it. Sharpshooters. I'm just gonna give this. We try to save Remorseless for later game because it is a little bit more influential later game, especially now that we know he has a ton of D-reacts. Because he at least has Sync and Fate. I don't think we've seen Shelter, and we've seen the other 2 Root Bounds. So he has like roughly 8 left in deck. Yeah, we'll take this. That's fine. Sheesh. So he's putting a card in Arsenal. There's a potential that it's actually a real card. I don't like to do it, but the way this hand turns out, to be able to keep the sharpshooters for later when we get our rain razors in like a big play. I want to be able to get this in with no D-react clause, because I have a feeling this is a D-react. So trench, boom. There's a lot of good on it. Oh, yes, CNC, give. Oh, yes, swarming, give. I told you it was a D-react! And he has one in hand, I'm almost positive. That's still 6, 7, 8, and then -1. So that's at least like it's a good chunk of damage. Uh oh. Is it 2 reds?
No matter how you travel, it's good to have a plan.
God, I'm gonna hit with these sounds like crazy. Okay, so you take 1, gain back 1, make 2 rune chance. Interesting choice. So sending 4. Hmm. This is curious. Do we do this? Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this play. Save 1 for later. That's what these are there for, is keep damage density and sometimes get value. All right, so we're reaching a point where we're like actively going to hit our rain razors. So like I'm doing this as an answer to say, hey, interesting choice. Well, this doesn't trigger it. Interesting choice. What are you grabbing? A felling? Mm-hmm. Yeah, plenty of buff attack or buff things. The stone ring. Aha! Shit. uh. I don't like that this hand is happening this way. It's definitely this. Oh no. Do I want to? Yeah, I think we're just gonna take the risk. That's really annoying. This hand is very interesting. Do I value the arsenal right now or the suture? Probably the arsenal more right now. There were so many hands that would have been better off, and that was not one of them. If that was the buff in there and this was in hand, perfect. We block with line it up and never think about it again. Okay, so this will strip a card from hand. So it makes their turn cycles more awkward. They have one CNC left, so that's good. This guy's playing way more aggro than I'm used to, so. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So you're taking 5. So I get an arsenal. I steal a card. It's fine. Sure. He also loses his. He's not quite turned on yet. I hate to burn a Rain Razors here, but I might have to. The good news is this basically guarantees that we get the Bark Spoon. Or not. It gives us an additional way to. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. He can just work with it. What am I thinking? That's not how that works. Oh well, I mean, yeah, yeah. We totally still get the Bark Spin, or Bark Skin. That's how that works. So since we're getting a Ponder anyways, we just get our damage in. So you're taking 11. Inertia. I'll do that just in case. And we get an arsenal. Ah, dude. Buzzsaw would be amazing. No! So we can block 6 here and be fine. This might be where we get the, Oh no, he's going again. This is CNC. It's gonna suck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new
Alright, so I wanna get rid of that just in case it's CNC and I have to block.
reserved from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Plow under is annoying. Okay, I know what to do. I'm gonna get a 1. And we are going to roll the dice. Question is, do we want to? No, we'll pop sharpshooters if we need to. Crap. That is the worst possible scenario. That's an interesting thing to do. 1-1. Okay, so you are turned on. Hmm. Send 4. Is there any way that we can do this? Send 6. 6 and 4 kind of relatively the same. Uh. Mm. So we have to block with a card. So we have to get 3 cards no matter what. I think the best choice here is to just AB. Because he can't do that again. Or at least unlikely to. And he still has a massive amount of D-Reacts left in deck. Plus we still have this. So all we need is a buff. All we need is a 3-card hand. So if we can prevent this and that. It's going to 1. Oh, don't tell me he has another one. That's really bad. Ooh, that's good actually. So Summer's Fall for 9? Technically this is better. Yeah, I was thinking of that line, but the problem with that is, like in the case of this line, I don't know. That might have been the correct line, but I couldn't know, and then I wouldn't have an arsenal, so I couldn't do it this time. So it's kind of like it could go either way. I don't really know which one was the correct play, though. Being able to do this right now is good, so I can at least buy a little bit of tempo back. So I think that is correct. Unfortunately, we got a 3 cost here. So our hopes here is, there we go, is that he tries to go much harder with like a felling or plow under, or no, he doesn't have any sparks left. God damn it. These hands have not done well for me. Yeah, there's the swarming. Yeah. We lose there. Where's all this? Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's so rich for the taking. Like, ugh. He would have been so cooked with just one more turn cycle. Yeah, no, we lost on that one cost in hand and then that one Stone Rain turn. So I think that the deck's are starting to navigate a little bit more aggro, it seems. So I think I cut Remembrance. Yeah, I think I just trimmed down Remembrance. Well, he's at 2 because of the Arcane Seeds. That's what sold it. If it was anything else, we would be fine. But it's because the Arcane Seeds there specifically. So like, even if we, yeah. If that was the case, I would not be saying that. If he just like pitched for Grasp and then sent that, I'd be like, God, we got it, golden. Yeah, Travis. We were hoping to get this a little bit later, but I guess this is the bottom of the pitch deck right here. So we didn't get to see our Buzzsaw Trap during some of these like big power turns. Yeah, and this matchup's really hard. It comes down to the wire sometimes, and unfortunately, we just didn't draw what we needed to whenever we needed to. So I think trimming down is the correct option now. So maybe taking this out and actually taking the spike pit as well. Because like collapsing, you can still kind of do something. So like whenever they play swarming or E-Strike again, you can kind of screw them. Oh well, you live and learn. Florian's still one of those matchups. It's just like really tough. By the way, I should probably actually delete these. These are definitely not correct anymore. They are probably from like 2 RTNs ago, in all honesty. I know this guy. All right, yeah, I guess we'll play this guy. That's local. I got 3 foreigns locally, so see if this matchup too. I'll be honest. I kind of avoid it for a while, just because like it really is just who draws what. Do they sideboard? Do they don't sideboard correctly? Do they draw well? Do they get turned online fast enough? It's just so many factors that can just like screw you randomly. All my testing has been mostly on fatigue until like really recently. So we lost a bunch of viewers. No. Yeah, I guess Florian is not exactly the most intuitive of matchups. You might have been right on that one hamstring play just because it would have taken an extra card from hand. But my thought process was to have an arsenal because I would still take at least a card from hand, and then if I hit a trap and they try to go like wider, then we'd be fine. And my literal thought process was, well, they're only going to probably swing 6, and then like at best, or like maybe 2 and 3, and send like 5 with split damage. I was like, I can deal with that. And then they sent 9, and I'm like, with an arcane, I'm like, oh shit. Okay, you sent me. He's gonna shoot me a invite. I'm just gonna create one just in case that's what he thought I was gonna do. Oh, nope. Okay, yeah. Okay, so he was gonna send me a link. I'll just send him a link. What? Ah, oops. Oh yeah, I was deleting the matchups because they are massively incorrect. Oh, I guess he decided to play Fang. That's fine. We'll do another thing. Did I? I don't think I. No, yeah, I did. So could probably cut these. We'll try that. Get ourselves a little bit closer to 60 so that we see stuff a little more frequently. Try that.
McDonald's mixed the Minecraft universe with one of
Single in the bottom job with line 3. I actually did that specifically because I knew I wouldn't have killed them. It wouldn't have killed them regardless. So I was just like, I'll arsenal this instead of trying to get the like extra 1 damage because they ended up full blocking it anyways. I think. Under wraith, interesting. So 1. I just have to block with this card at some point, but we don't want to get got, so we're just gonna pass. Did they? Let me put E-Trick in. Hmm. Interesting. Well, I. Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, I misplayed that. I looked at that while I had it play in the background. Let's see. Is it just send this to the bottom? And then go again? Yeah. I want to put this in Arsenal, so God, this play line is really weird, but like it just gets what I want out of the way and keeps cards in deck still. Because this matchup can't get a fatigue. Yeah, you're right. I should have seeing that they were at 5 and they could just take 4 there. They just took the 4. Yeah, should have forced them to block with a card. Yeah, but they drew both arcane seeds like almost like back to back or like really close to each other, and that's really unfortunate. And they just didn't get to their pitch stack in time to really like get punished for it. Now this hand's gas. I will take the 3. Hmm? Blur's playing warrior but not warrior. Honey. Oh, give me. I'll take 4. You take 1. Also, give me 2 block. 2 block. This hand's gas. 7 into 6 with an additional 4 question mark. That is a 17 damage hand. I'm not gonna lie with you. I don't think there's a correct way to block this. If you're really committed to blocking, since you don't have any frailty, I almost think that you like probably are better off blocking it fully. Oh, okay. You're about to lose a life parity real hard. Your hand is either hot garbage or fucking wild. That's so rude. Ooh. Oh, we're just gonna block 6 cents. We're just gonna do the old Riptide play. Pledge fealty, yeah. Oh yeah, the tenacity. Whoa. Okay, so I think he has a +3. So I'm gonna block with this. Okay, well, I wasn't wrong. I was just incorrect on the specifics. Fair enough. You got me. I unintentionally, like, 300 IQ'd it. Okay, so there's a couple cards in hand. So we don't want to give them that. Well, if it's only a +2, perfect. So this is at least 2 damage. Okay, it's only 2 damage. But if he has another tenacity, rip. That would be through 4. So that would be 6. I can. That's whatever. Yeah, you can have it. Seven, the most terrifying number. Oh, I just realized I didn't unmute the music because of an ad. Taking 3. Forgetting about Dreadbore? Question mark. Okay, so this is gone. I want him to block and get rid of this. I could put it on this and then 0 it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that so that way if he wants to use this, he has to like get rid of the armor. Might just block 6, send 7 to 8. Depends. I did have the direct. Oops. Scar? Yep, scar tissue. That's fine. I only did that because I knew that he would likely either play a pledge fealty or like some instant or an attack reaction, and 3 damage is whatever. Content. So this is likely going to be 5. Because he's definitely not just like. Since it hit, he would have just activated this if it was just a dead card. Unless he didn't think of it. We're just gonna play the correct route, or just like the safer route. Okay, that creates two or a fealty for free. Fair enough. Hmm. We are hoping for a red, obviously, but a yellow would be fine. Just not a blue. We want to take a full card. If he has any react in hand, this is probably going to take it. Ooh, it's a shelter. Well, he does have a shelter next turn, so there's that. Okay, so if he has a... Oh, yep, he has a, probably a, what's the card called? The Mythic. Or Majestic. Or that one. Okay, snuff out, yeah, fair enough. Doesn't really do anything here, but... Yeah, get your value out of it while you can, because you know this is probably a deer or a arrow, so you're not going to be able to get it anyways. So easy block, you give boots and then something in hand, and then you just have a 2-card hand. Just fine. We're at the stage of game that we don't really want to just like take a whole bunch of damage randomly if we don't have to. Oh, so me. I'm gonna give him the 1 life. I know him. Oh, right. You can't do it to the opponent. Oops. Oh, okay. Rip. One of Doe's hands. Okay, so he knows about the shelter, so easy. Yeah, it happens. Nope. Nope. Okay, so I guess I pressed the wrong button. Cool. Hopefully he sends like an oath, so I can just like throw this and then consume the mark, prevent him from getting a fealty. That'd be nice. Interesting. I mean, that works to the same effect, yeah.
We're just gonna pop sharpshooters.
Just because, like, we're probably going to get an arsenal or a full hand, and at this point, I would rather. It's not worth it. You can have it. Two card, we just use our 2 card essentially value of 10. Or no, not 10, 11. They might not have been able to block it, to be honest. Oh, they're so dead. Bro, that collapsing trap was so stonk, it broke. It broke the game. uh, did it? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, there it is. Listen.
For the ones ensuring the job always gets done, and the ones wearing many hats, Grainger offers professional-grade industrial supplies and real-time product availability. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Alright. See what else we can get. Hopefully not. What the... Ah, I did again. Let's see if there's... Yeah, but do we, like, pick on a Slippy, though? Oh, never mind. No choice. Oh, poor soul. Poor souls. You Riptides are out here just, like, bullying people. Oh. I think this is worth doing. Like I'm not so sure how to navigate this one. I think like this. Oh, they just disconnected. All right. It's always the people that disconnect like that It's always people like say, oh, I don't want to play this matchup because it's like not good or something like that, and then they just get wrecked by it in norms or in like actual high level events or something like that. It's really funny. Okay, so this one is a little easier. You don't bring in these, you don't bring in these, you don't bring in that. So you bring in definitely Boulder, definitely these. Inertia Trap is fine. Too many weapons equipped. Oh, right. But I think no, you can run the extra card. It's fine. Ah, I hate that. So definitely put our Remorseless face up. Question is, do we just Arsenal Searing Shot? Or do we send Remorseless for 6? I'm kind of in the department of trying to filter this Stone Rain still. No, actually, no. We'll pass turn. That's perfectly fine. Go again? Yeah, figured as much. We don't care about this. We just wanted to see if we can blue ball them with a CLV. Just in case. And then pretty much do the same. Just take one. It's whatever. Oh, sorry. I saw it. I didn't realize that. Sorry, I was just catching up. So to explain the boots, there's a couple different matchups why you run it. For some like Warrior, it's basically just the same thing as Perch. But for matchups like this, you get to block a breakpoint and then either block with boots and arms on the Starfall, maintaining card in hand, or block it if you have a fealty. Ooh, this is perfect. So we're still going to try to block a breakpoint just in case they pull CLV. We don't want to like have to double trap. It's usually bad. Okay, we're kind of telling them that we have a D-React here. go, buddy. Oh, it's my go. Yeah. I refreshed like twice. Alright, so if they have something like a... Oh. Not that much thought, buddy. Unless you were trying to Aurora, which, I mean, if you want to turn off your whole turn, that's fine. Woohoo! Let's go! That was double Rabble and one of their sigils. I am more than happy to not have to deal with a sigil. I hope their hand is strictly worse. Okay, so we are just going to use our boulder trap. Because we get guaranteed value. He's got him into commercials. So, because we get a lot of value out of making sure that we get this trigger. Let's go ahead and take it. We're at parity. So we're at life parity, but I have full tempo. So this is another reason. So like whenever we play this lace, if it connects and this blade beckoner full blocks this starfall. So technically speaking, the correct play here is to Arsenal Trench so that we like deny as much information as humanly possible. You don't see me do it a lot in Talishar games because it's just like kind of whatever for the most part. But it's easier to like smoothly do it in person because you can just kind of like Arsenal Riptide Trench and then just kind of do it in one motion. This guy's taking 11. This must be a combo turn. But because we have a fealty, we at least get one value out of it. Cool, so we can block 9 and then... so we definitely take the 1 here because we do not care. This actually is beneficial for us because now we don't have to worry about channel lightning. He's definitely going to snaps this. There's no doubt in my mind. The question is, does he have a blue? I think he does. Fuck. Damn it. Ah, I got it. Well, we're still ahead in life total though. And we're still swinging back for 7. This is probably an arc lightning, to be honest. They might just take it, honestly. Perfect. Alright, so we're probably blocking New Horizons turn because we don't have an arsenal, so we don't have to play around that part. So this works out. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is what it's here for. Plays like this. So we're hoping that they send a attack. Oh, okay, they didn't. Oh. We're fine with taking damage. We just don't want them to get a extra card because that just has way too much value. Perfect. Damn it! They actually got value because they hit a yellow. No! Ah, son of a bitch. So I don't think. Yeah, dude, the odds of that. Oh my god, it's so infuriating. And I can't let him draw it now. Okay, so now I just gotta. Now I got a full block. That. Damn. That's so tilting. It's definitely incorrect, but he theoretically could Scalers here. And then ping for 1, draw a card, and then he would have the ability to Aurora or Grasp and get an extra 1 value. Because I think that Flicker Wisp is going to be dead in hand next turn. Dude, he has no... I don't think he actually knows how lucky he got there. Oh, this can's so good, but so unfortunate. Okay, they don't have a lightning card in hand. So... I don't think. If they do, I can't play it. I can't play around that. If they have lightning press. I just figured that they're going to snaps it. Because they would have Flicker Wisp first. Okay. Well, they're not going to be able to give it go again without, like, pitching. So, we'll know advance. And I know what one of the cards in hand is, so... Okay, we'll give the 2 here. Just because we want them to get the draw at the end of the turn.
Culture evolves at the speed of light, just like your financial needs.
Okay, so they don't have Flicker Wisp. I think it's fine to reset the turn. It sucks, but there's literally nothing you can do about it. Because then if you have like another Channel Valley, which is kind of likely, then we're cooked. So we can block 6 here pretty easily. Worst case, can block 8. Oh, this hand sucks. Interesting. So in this matchup, you just kind of gotta like play the cycles, ping damage where you can, and then get to a point where they don't have a way to just generate massive amounts of free advantage, and then just go, cool, we're not gonna deal with shit. Because like anytime they have a sigil, they can get like huge amount of advantage. Oh, look at this turn, perfect. So they had a sigil. Yeah, because if they have a sigil and then they get the draw for Lightning Valley, you lose so much advantage. So we're just gonna go ahead and pop this. Because, again, if they have the sigil, we're safe. Worst case, we have a 0 for 4 next turn. The alternative was sending 5, and it's like the 1 extra damage is not that big a deal. Oh, wait, that's right. Dreadbore. Sometimes I forget. If you want to give me 3 cards, or essentially 2 cards, then yeah, go for it, man. Point still stands, though. I want the Arsenal. Because I can always convert it into AB. This Channel Valley is so annoying. I'm gonna have to get rid of my second codex. Oh, you. Of course he Nat did it. I'm not preventing this. You got the draw, man. There's nothing I can do about that. He just Nat drew the fucking combo in hand, dude. Like, this, what do you do? My only hope is that they're all reds, and like for him to function on his turn, he needs. Yeah, no, of course not. Okay, so. Yep, we're just taking a lot of damage this turn. That is what is happening. Such a fucked up combo. Yep, taking 2. We can give 1 card just to minimize, but likelihood is we're gonna take. So to take the 1, take the 2, go to 17. I was just gonna, yeah, I have steering, so I was just gonna go this into steering. Okay, so 6, so go to 11. This is it. So this is 3. Oh wait, no, this is 2 more damage. So even though we didn't get the full benefit off of this, we are just gonna block with it now, just to make sure that we have as much life total as possible. Should only deal 1, right? Because it's not. It's what? Oh, it's the. I thought it gave it to the action. That's kind of annoying. All right, it's fine. We're at life parity. That's so fucked up. 4-card hand like that, and just because you have Channel Valley, like that's so dumb. So we're gonna put the worst effect first. Send 7. Oh, wait, no, that's incorrect. No. He has Face Purgatory. We do not send both. We cannot do that, because we get blown hell out. However, we can send something like Remorseless for 11, which is a big number. Which is still less, but like we can't get blown out. So they got an E-strike. Yeah. Called it. Yeah, it's really fucked up. So he's taking 5? That's an interesting choice. Yeah, we'll put that on the bottom. So you must have a 1 for 4. I really hope it's the one that if you've dealt damage. Oh my god. I mean, he would have to have pitched it a Starfall and swing for 0 to keep it in deck. Let's see. Okay, so I think the correct play. What was the card that he put down? He put a Time Lightning? Interesting. I think the correct play would have been block an additional 2. So he'd be at 3 life before the snatch. Block an additional 2, and then send 6. I would still block, so he would be at 2. And then that would be his turn. With this, I would probably just trench and send a drill shot for 5. Actually, I'd probably have blocked with that and send drill shot for 5 and keep the tar pit in arsenal. And then draw this and have double tar pit. But for 5, he would have to not be in lethal range, he would have to give me the current funnel. And he has no more targets for Skyward, I think. No, he has 1. So he might keep that. And then probably just block these with these 2. And then Serenade and go 4/4, but I would probably double trap. Yeah, no, he was pretty much dead automatically. But he killed himself with Remorseless. So like, what do you do? Yeah, this is the reason why I still think that she does need a hit, because like she does stupid stuff like that. And she lost, but I think she lost due to like some play mistakes. It just took too much damage. It's too... do I really want to play Cinder? Yeah, we'll play Cinder. Okay, so Blade Vector. Definitely bring these in. Bring these in. He says he brings those in. I'm gonna try a tight 60 and see where that takes me. Because I'm not entirely sure what he did. But tight 60 is never incorrect, per se. So I can swing 9. Okay, they fat decked. Okay, so here's the thing. They pseudo fat decked, which tells me that they definitely run Duriax. So, and they're running Snapdragons, which is interesting. So I am going to attack turn 1, because I think that the likelihood of them having a defense reaction in turn 1 is pretty high. So, and I think I can potentially get in at 9, or at least take like all the cards from their hand. Which I'm fine with doing, because that's usually good cards. Or take armor. And if I take armor, I'm perfectly fine with that too.
Thick of a project, Harbor Freight is the place that always comes in handy. Whether you're picking up something for your pickup truck.
Ooh, sneezed. Oh yeah, they have a direct, man. Oh damn, no they don't. Close. But we'll take that, that, and that. But we did gain some info that they run the blue brand, which means that they definitely... They're running the 1 card. Oh my god. Sweeping Blow? Or no. The one that gives like +1 to all draconic things based on the number of chain links if its power is the 1 cost. I forget what it's called. Spreading Flames. Yep. You got it, Justice. Though if that hit, that would have been like really good hit. A hand leaf on yellow? Okay, that's a little more interesting. I think we just take 2. Interesting. What possible reason could there have been to close the chain? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't think this person knows how to play this deck. Technically, the weakest card in my hand is this drill shot, so I'm not sure. Oh, their hand doesn't do much. So I think they were only ever doing 2 chain links, and they didn't want me to get off a trap. Because I thought so long. I think they thought that I had like a collapsing trap or something. I might have like psyched them out unintentionally. I think that's what happened. For real. The question is, what do we do with this hand? So we've established that they have blues. So is it more worth to send or remorseless? I think we don't have enough information. So the safer bet is remorseless. To just get numbers. Oh, they play shelter. Okay. Are they trying to fatigue me? Oh, they're so cooked. Oh no. Ironically enough, I think it ended up being the correct play. Because that was an Arsenal. Ah, I called it the blue. um, I am going to block with arms here, just because I think forcing them to either pop their flick knives here gives me like more info, and I think it's probably better. Okay, so now they can't trigger mass this turn. Unless they kunai Syndra kunai something else. Next Draconic gets +1. I'm just going to keep the full hand. Because they can't trigger mask. And every one of these has so far will like drain them alive. So this +1 is basically negated next turn. Or next attack. Unless they attack with kunai. Okay, it's just coming in for 4. It's like whatever. Yeah, we'll go 28. We're having a massive turn. Okay, 27. We have a 8 life deficiency. Oof. But we have a 5-card hand. So I'm just gonna send Bolt and Shot with this attached to it and make it kind of seem like worth kind of blocking, but also at the same time not block. I think any play with E-Strike right now is risky, considering that we now have confirmed that they at least run Shelter and Wax On, which means they probably run Wax Off. Maybe they may run Wax Off. I'll be honest, I don't really know why they have that in against me, but okay. So we kind of caught back up, and we disabled their daggers for the turn. I mean, I would say that would make sense if Riptide was still on Dreadbore, or not Dreadbore, a Death Dealer. Alright, so this draws us a card and does 10. Oh. Now we're 9 ahead. Perfect. I mean, we could also do the same thing with lining up. Okay, so you're sending this for 4. I can only justifyingly block with 2 cards, so I'm just going to take the first hit. That's on the first one. Okay. I will give card here. Because then, yeah, they'll do that just in case they have a pump as well. Because then the next attack I can block 4 on, worst case, with Blade. I have a feeling that one of these is a D-React. Okay. If he's got the pump here, though, I'm just going to say he's got it. I'm not going to waste the block. If I can help it. I'm vibing that this is a D-React or blue that they want to keep for Blood Rot. Since they see that Codex is here. Or actually, is it correct for them? It might be correct for them if it's a blue. To just say, pay the 2 and then get a thing back. Oh. Okay. So it's not. Wait. Oh, you messed up. Okay, so we're still 4 head. All right, well, buddy, you know exactly what my play is. Hiya. There's an argument to just sink the premeditate to pay for remorseless instead. And lose 2 damage, but then gain like a technically better effect. But I kind of would rather raw damage and then like a choice of arsenal. Plus being able to like hit one of their armor. This is ballsy. You got D-React in there? Is that a wax on? You gonna block me for 5? Dude, people, stop doing this. Read the goddamn card. Just say yes or no. All right. Okay, here. All right. Okay. You see everything that's going on here. You reading Dreadbore? All right. There you go. Yeah, I know it's not a D-React. They were doing the shelter thing from hand. Oh, if you do it again, I'm not letting you take it back. All right, buddy. I told you. Sure. Shelter has created a whole different problem for Riptide. It's actually kind of funny. We now have people trying to actively play it in reactions, even though that's not how that card works. Okay, so that card in Arsenal, super not dealing damage. Kunai's super not doing anything. Even if they get the buff thing. We'll put the attack in Arsenal, so worst case, if we have to block out, we can. And then still send like 3 or 4. I don't foresee that being a thing. Frankly speaking, I would like to block 3 and then just like activate Sharpshooters in the Stone Rain and then just send 10. Okay, sending 3. I will declare 0 blocks. Take 3. You got it, buddy. Interesting choice. It is not considered hit, it is just damage dealt. Easy. Snapdragons? No? Sure. I mean, he could have pitched a Syndra to get the second dagger, I guess. There you go. You can use the shelter on this one. If it's in hand. There you go. You did it. Actually, you didn't do it. Okay, this one. Dude, even I. Okay, now we are. Oh my god. Yeah, no, for real, Syndra, are you okay? Please blink twice. Tell us you're fine. Hiya. Psychological damage. 10 dominate. If you do not want to just die, you gotta give me at least one piece of armor. Unless that's a D-Reacting Arsenal, which... Oop. It has finally made it to the combat chain. Alright, so he has a D-Reacting Arsenal, and he's going to go to 2. Oh, he's got the wax on. So he's going to go to 3. Please do not do the thing. Do not... Ah. We've been through this 3 separate times, my guy. Okay. Okay. I have to just tell him at this point. I mean, the wax on's doing some work. Don't get me wrong. But these shelters aren't doing any work. Wait. Nope. That's not how that works. I gotta remember that when I'm trying to do this play, that doesn't work that way. I'm not used to having to do it because I'm usually just playing fatigue recently. Or I block with it like where it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna lie, I looked over and I thought you said how many times we gotta trench you this, old man. And I was like, yeah. Get trenched. I think the guy didn't know how to sequence Stone Rain. Yeah, I don't know if this guy knows how. This is the perfect embodiment of sitting across from someone who's playing the meta deck and says, "I don't know how to like sideboard in a Riptide," and you just go, "Good, you're about to suffer today." This is a perfect example of this situation. This guy would have died a long time ago if he made these mistakes in an actual event. I think the only time that's acceptable to discard is Shelter for. Oh boy. He can block 3, 4, 5, 6 total. He would still take 1 and go to 2. But he would have like no turn. And we would have a pretty good turn, to be completely honest. Yeah, we'd send 4 into 7. He would have a D-React, so he would go. He'd be a 2. So he'd probably just block 4. And then probably just full block so he doesn't take any damage. Something like that. Well, it's about hitting the 3-hour mark. Do you guys want me to keep going, but I have to take a break and use the bathroom? Or you guys think you're good for the night? I can keep going. I just gotta use the bathroom. Nick, you in here? Alright, see you, man. Okay, it seems like everyone is kind of just like, yeah, we'll just call it night. Yeah, it's 11:30 here where I'm at, so that's fair. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm definitely gonna try to stream a little bit more coming up because ProQuest, week 1 I'm not going to any ProQuest, so I should be a little bit more available to just like test for post Enigma. But we're gonna watch these this weekend and see what happens. Quick reminder, cool Matt with the Patreon. You get access to it immediately, and then after a while we'll start doing another one. And yeah, thanks again for the current Patreons. Gonna leave it on for a little bit and then call it.